Hey, it's finally Friday, and guess what? I figured out I had my mic muted. All right, so welcome in, folks. Hope you all have a great holiday weekend here in the United States. Not sure if you all have a Labor Day or if it's a holiday of some kind in your part of the neck of the woods, but here in the United States, most are getting onto a 3-day weekend. So we are going to have fun today. We're going to be flying down in South America. Now, we had a tail swap slash aircraft swap. Today, we were going to take up the Neo. But, well, I know it's been a while since we've done it. So I command decisioned overnight into the ZIBO 737. So we're going to zoom on in here, maybe, he says cautiously. And get ready to fly with Mike from Sao Paulo, Brazil. A very large city, folks. 4 airports in all. And we're going to head into Asunción, Paraguay. Now, we're kind of in the foots of the Andes Mountains, but it's going to be a fun run. We got a lot of weather, it looks like, so who knows what things will be like here. But the trick in this whole flight's just getting out of here, folks, on a I think it's 6,300 foot runway. Bear with me in this introduction. 6,365 feet long. Oh yeah, we're pushing any airplane we fly in and out of here to their max, both landing and taking off. I like to call this the Midway airport of Brazil. You've got the big airport of Sao Paulo. Then you have this interesting little airport, the original, mind you, just like Midway was the original. With the short runways, mainly because back then the prop planes dominated the air. So anyway, folks, there you have it. There's the chariot that will whisk us away south and a little bit west over to Paraguay from here. Beautiful skies here, not so much there. When we come back from the break, we'll talk about what's lying ahead. So some of you have already gone to break, some in about 30 seconds. So just wanted to give you all a heads up. So folks, we will be right back, and we're going to be up in the flight deck getting this bird ready to go. All right, and for those who subscribe to the channel, thank you so much. You're definitely hearing my voice now. You're ad-free. So thank you so much. With that money we generate for the stream from subscribers, these ads, biddies, donos, we turn around and put it right back in. We look for aircraft I think you all will find interesting and put them in the hangar. All right, so alrighty, so let's take a look here. Sim Toolkit's our animal for pre-flight. It's just there it is. All right, so there you have it, folks. As you can see, yeah, there's a scattering of rain nearby here, but for the most part, we got clear skies, folks, here in Sao Paulo. METAR pretty much tells you what we saw outside. Clear, visibility, okay. KVOC, winds 100 at 6. And they're kind of variable, so we'll see what we get when we hit the runway. 1022 for that Q&H. All right, over in the destination, it is actually showing KVOC. Okay, if you say so. 040 at 12 and temp 31 degrees, 1009 for the Q&H. You're all going, man, you're awful skeptical. Hang on here, I didn't get this set up like I usually do, folks, sorry. Let's just do it the easy way. And folks, this is called SkyVector. It's free. However, if you go in here, you're not able to get charts in South America. You can only get charts brought up for you here in US. Oh, excuse me, folks. Did not mean to yawn in your ears like that. Oh, I know. Let me wait a second while you all yawn. Anyway, look at all of this around us, folks. Sigmet after sigmet after sigmet for turbulence, for thunderstorms. You name it, we got it between us and there. So, hey, we're just gonna ride it out like we would any other flight, folks. 602 rough miles between here and there. So, that's why I kind of go, yeah, right. We'll see if we actually get clear skies in there. Finally, our load sheet for today, 153 people are finalizing their non-disclosure acts, or NDAs as I like to call them. They'll be coming down the jetway momentarily. 35,190 pounds of payload between cargo and them, and 130,233 for the zero fuel weight. You dispatchers have been real nice to us today, gave us a cost index of 64, but you really did not give us any altitude. 28,000 feet for 600 miles. Hopefully when we dig into the routing here, we get some relief to get up. So, but yeah, 28,000. It's all you guys could muster up. You couldn't throw in a couple extra C notes in to get us maybe into the 30s? Please. Call yourselves dispatchers. All in fun, folks. All in fun. All right. So you can kind of see the run here, folks. This part of it is the SID, or Standard Instrument Departure, out of here. And then we have an odd start. At least to me, it was odd. So we'll talk about them real quick here. Let's go to NavGraph. And no, we're not doing it behind their back. All right, so let's just kind of zoom in and look at it, shall we? All right, so here at the airport, we are parked gate 12. So if you're wanting to come in, join us today, folks. Hey, we openly and welcome it. Believe it or not, Sapalo is planning something tonight at 23:59. So I'm going to kind of get boot scooting out of here. But y'all may want to keep your eyeball open and may want to think about revisiting later. So there's where we are. We're going to be basically pushing back, facing north. We'll taxi down Mike and enter the runway for takeoff. Again, you can see it's 6,365 feet. You know, I think we just might do a D-rated takeoff. Yeah, no. Don't think the requirement will even come close. Well, it depends. If we want to end up off the ground maybe here, it might work. Problem is you got to get past EMAS, and it's meant for you not really to get past very easily. It's basically concrete that will break down into like pea gravel when you hit it, so you don't hit whatever is right where 35 left is here. Likewise on the other end. Okay, moving on, let's take a look at the departure for real quick. They make it easy here in JEP sometimes. Altitude here is 2,631 feet above sea level. Folks in the U.S. think Vegas. Okay, that's the kind of altitude above sea level, except the sea is not that far away. Actually, it's not a sea, it's an ocean. So the Atlantic, to be specific. Transition altitude 8,000 feet. It's an RNAV departure. We're going to be doing the UTIX 2 Alpha departure. I believe, yeah, 2 Alpha departure. And we are required 6% to 3,600 feet on our climb. So pretty steep. And then we can push over to 3.3. So It's a little bit of an intense departure. Folks, what do you expect? You're in the middle of the town, short runways. Do you expect them to just go, oh, you're good for 100 feet a minute. Don't worry about it, Muffy. Just nice and easy up. No, you're going to be grabbing sky as quick as possible. So here it is. Coming off on a heading of 169 at 3,600 feet. We turn direct SP104. No faster than 250, folks. SP106 at or below 7,500. Uticom. Then SP081 above 10,000 feet here. That shouldn't be too hard, folks. 086 above 13. Utix above 24. And now I'm kind of trying to remember my route. Oh, where are you, SimBrief? ASETA. Okay, so then we head to Lessa and ASETA. Okay, out there, who yawned? You made me yawn. No, just kidding. UGTIX minus or above 24,000. So, folks, there's your departure out of here. Now, I said it's a weird arrival. We're going to come off DEVOS. On the DEVOS arrival to runway 2 here at the airport, Asunción. I find this weird because it's the name of the fix. We're not used to that, folks. But even if you look up here, DEVOS is the DEVOS. So kind of interesting. Anyway, we got an ATIS. We got our elevation, which is lower than Sao Paulo, which kind of always interests me. And we need certified GNS, RNAV, and RNIP to fly it. And here's our routing. We'll get to that later. Just wanted to get this introduced. All right, so away with Sim Toolkit. Now, we cannot use DATIS here. It's only for the U.S. and a couple of the territories. Now, there'll be a lot of airports that will say DATIS. That's you're just going to have to find a different website. The one I give is just for the U.S. And it really is helpful when you're flying into airports in the U.S. All right, let's say hasta la viga to Sim Toolkit. And I'll be back to it. Couldn't resist, folks. Sorry. All right, so let's get into this thing, shall we? They call an airplane ZIBO. By the way, folks, if you're looking at it going, that looks a lot like PMDG in that other sim. Yeah, it does. Problem is, the two do not mix. Meaning, this is X-plane. This is not PMDG. So, where you're going to pay a fortune over in Microsoft for it, it's free here. Fortune, free. You decide. All right, so we need to make sure the batteries are on. That's a big duh. Got power on the panels. We're on the external power. So, yeah, that's a pretty well given fact. We are on power. Ground power to be exact. Standby power is on. And we got a couple more things here. And our AC-DC switch. I can already hear Hawker cranking it up. But it is set to ground power. All right, so from here, we then push up to the upper panel. There's actually a panel above that one, folks. We'll do a couple quick checks. Flight recorder is good. Mach airspeed warning tests, 1 and 2 good. Stall warning good. Oxygen's normal and level is acceptable. Electronic engine controls, that's what EEC stands for, on. Reversers off. Standby radio up here is set properly. 3 green on the landing gear. Service phones off. And we'll do a quick test of the devices. All look good. And the ELT is armed, guard down. All right, before we move on, I always move the switch here for the display select to heading status. And you can choose between left and right. I just leave it. Go to align. Make sure you see on DC. As you get aligned, go to nav. The reason I am at heading status, we're at 6 minutes till it being aligned, that being the IRS. Not aligned the way most of you would like the IRS aligned. Wrong thing. It's not an agency, it's your navigation system. All right, so pressing on real quick, folks, while that aligns. We'll just kind of work our way down. Y'all dampers are off. Navs are all in the normal. Sources are auto and normal. Do a quick cross-feed check. Got the dark blue, went to light blue. Dark blue should go dark now, and it did. Fuel pumps are off. Electric pumps, we'll go ahead and grab them. And walking
We're
our...
traffic, Argentina 1248. Pushback at the start in position number 403.
Okay, and then we've got the cab utility and the IFE switches on. Exhaust normal for both equipment cooling and supply. Electrical lights armed and working our way down. Let's get the lights lit. Okay, and we've got our outside lights the way we want. I'm just gonna, whoop, the wrong way, folks. There we go. Just want a quick look down here. And everything looks good. 3 green down. All right, let's go back up. Everything should be lit. Some do this, some streamers don't. I try to, but I forget many a time, like everyone. All right, and continuing on. Window heat, and let's go to our IRS here now and get it a proper set of coordinates. How do we have motion? Parking brake not set. Parking brake is set. Are we chalked? Let's find out. We are indeed chalked. And we're going to even go one step further. Chalks are in. Don't know how we got motion on there. It's the second time. Okay. So let's do this. SBSP is our airport. Feel free to put the gate in there if you want. You don't have to, folks. Now, if you want to, you could set up your nav system to exactly what the charts say. I have actually never had a problem with just that. However, today being the 1st of September, I'm going to go with the left. Now, I go with the left on odd days, the right sides on even days. Same with my igniters and anything else that revolves around that. So, I'm just going to click that GPS and put it right there. Go to route. Put that up here. And SGAS. And our flight number today is TAM. That's only because I didn't take the time to change it a second time. There we go. And no company route because I can put it in just as easy. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm just going to put in ASETA, A-S-E-T-A. Folks, it's not complicated, that's why. UL 301.
Traffic, Argentinian 1255. Taxi via India.
To DEVOS.
India Bravo Golf to holding point runway 10 left.
And that's all there is to the flight plan, folks. Activate, execute. Pretty tough. Now, you can come in here and, well, I don't say now. You need to come in now and click Departure Arrival. And we're going to be going 17 right. And there's our departure, UGTI 2 Alpha. ASETA. Execute. Legs. All right, so, and we're just going to kind of walk down. Well, actually, let's do it the right way. My bad. Let's go up here, switch into plan, and then step through it looking for discontinuities or anything way out of whack. Shouldn't be. There was only 3 things we entered.
Order traffic, Argentina 1255, India Alpha Golf holding point runway 10 left.
Oh boy. All right, this would be where the first possible discontinuity would be. We don't have it. Walking it through each and every fix to DEVOS. And again, you'd know a big discrepancy. Kind of like this one. You don't see the end of the airport. Well, I'm just not out enough. Let's go another level. Oh, it's not going to show anyway. Okay. But, so there we go. Now, we could put in our arrival. But I'm going to hold off until we get going. Reason being, I have come across, I'm going to just look at the TAF real quick. Arrival airport, show me some weather. 04240. So we are expecting a change at 20, around 20 Z to potentially opposite way, and thunderstorms. So, Decision. I am going to wait. Well, the problem comes when you wait. Talk on it. I'm going to go ahead and put it in. If we got to change it, be ready. I'll show you what I mean by the word be ready. Oh, we will shoot, since we're going to come in on the 2s. I believe it's going to have to be the RNAV. Yep, we are going to shoot the RNAV. Zulu to Mulso. And that is going to leave us about, okay, good, about 8 miles final. That's cool. So I'm just looking ahead chart-wise. All right, so that works. We'll pick it. RNAV. Let me make sure I'm choosing correctly again. RNAV Zulu runway 2. Perfect. Execute. Look at that. Now the line continues. Back to legs. Okay, so from DEVOS, Everything looks good. And there's our missed approach. All right, go back to legs. Come back up here. Come out of plan. Go to 20 just for now. All right, so there we have it, folks. We've actually gone a little bit beyond what our checklist wanted, but that's okay. So let's get back up here real quick. Probe heats are off. Whoop, too high. Probe heats are off. Window heats are on. Anti-ice off. Hydraulic pumps off. 4 electric engines are on. Doors still open. Trim air is on. Okay. Ending altitude. $290, call it 3. Okay, and finally our climb up is 28,000 crummy altitude. We'll see if we can't get that any higher. All right, and working our way down, we need to fuel the aircraft, so let's get over here. Real quickly, payload. Today we said 35,190. Okay, and 0 fuel weight. Should be about 233, and it is. Fuel, 24,911 pounds.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
All right, that gets that part going. Get them servicing the aircraft. Hopefully that won't be too loud. If it is, I'll turn it down. And we'll continue on while they do that. We'll keep the APU off a little longer. Cruise altitudes, fasten seatbelts. We've done the route. APU bleed is still off. Altimeters. 1020. Okay. Altimeters are set. We're ready to go as soon as they're done fueling. Folks, welcome in. Thank you for being a part of Flying with Mike. We are in the ZIBO. I know a lot of y'all like this plane. I actually like the Airbuses better, and that's what was scheduled today. But I did do a aircraft swap to the 737, so hopefully we'll have a good time in it. The good time is really going to be getting off the ground here, folks. Only got 6,300 feet, so it's max power takeoff. And if you will indulge me for about a minute or so, I am going to run and get a cup of coffee. All right, folks, sorry about that quick step away. Had to get a cup of Java. Not a dub of Java. Cup of Java. All right, I can still, let's see how we doing on the fuel. Couple of ways.
Ground flight deck refueling terminated as requested. Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
My bad. Did not mean to click it. So we're about halfway there, folks. So it's going to take a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and start the boarding process as well. That way we can be about ready to go when everything's said and done. All right, so we'll go back. Now, one thing here I do want to point out. This is a good tool when it gets up and running. I can't get it to work. When? Well, let's see if we can. I haven't updated, and I know the last flight it didn't. 050 at 4. Here in Sao Paulo, we're looking at 25 degrees. At the QNH, oh, I already know this. All right, so we're going to go optimum flaps 15. No air conditioner, no AI, takeoff weight, estimating. Oh, they hit the wrong switch again. There we go. 130, oh, wait a minute, 154.6. And the CG. For takeoff, 26. And I'm still, am I missing something here, folks? But I'm not getting page 2. So, anyway. Always just trying to figure out why we don't, why this page, because the landing one works and it's really good, and I've compared it with Top Cat. So, just kind of aggravating. Hey, we're just about 7,000 pounds fuel left to flow in. Let's go ahead and turn the air conditioning off and compute. All right, so I've got my numbers here, folks. I just need the fuel loaded as we start into the center tank. So again, hope y'all have a great Friday. We reached our sub goal, folks, of 10 a couple days ago. Let's shoot for 20, folks. It's September. This is the month Twitch is giving you a little bit of a discount on Tier 1, Tier 2 at 25% off. If you want to go to Tier 3, 30% off. So, now's the time to take advantage of it. Those of you that love to gift subs like I do on other streams, you get 25% off of that too. So, folks, it really does help the stream and the streamers out in helping to bolster their streams. I can only speak for myself, but every dime goes back into here. I don't live off of it, folks. I have another job. Matter of fact, got to do it tomorrow, so. One second. Can't turn them down, but I can do that. All right, we'll just switch back when it's time. But yeah, think about it, folks. Subscribing gives you a couple of benefits. One, ad-free viewing. Those of you that have been gifted subs are enjoying that right now. Now, I pulled back the amount of advertising that goes on, but I still am reaching the minimum that Twitch will pay out at the maximum to its streamers. So I know that sounded a little confusing, but anyway. So yeah, take advantage, folks, if you want to watch ad-free. Of course, with our stream, there is another way to watch. You could always go over to YouTube and watch us there. So, I believe that is, for the most part, ad-free. But anyway, we do have a sub goal, 20 subs now. We're at 10. Let's try to get up to 20. Love to see that, folks. So, also, if you do go to our YouTube channel, folks, hang on a second, I'll help you out a little here. When you're watching a video, if you like it, hey, give it a thumbs up, folks. That tells me that's a good aircraft to keep working with, okay? Or that's where you guys like to see. Or it helps out, believe it or not, in ways you probably could never. Plus, it also helps the algorithm, the YouTube mysteriousness called an algorithm. But that and subscribing, folks. All subscribing over there does is just says, hey, let me know when the next video comes out. So over here, subscribing is a monetary amount, and it does cost and all of that. But the equivalent of subscribing in YouTube, in Twitch, is to follow. So, all right, we've kind of wasted and talked a little bit too much here. I'm ready to get flying, and the airplane is almost filled up. Couple ways to tell. This will stop. Now the noise in the background won't. But you'll also hear him say, give it a couple seconds.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
There we go. Now, you can double check it. Obviously, there's a gauge right here. I'd say go up here, but this is not as I'll call it pilot friendly as the 757, 767 cousins to this aircraft are. Why I like those airplanes so much, they actually tell you the fuel in each of these, and that way you can visualize when you're trying to stabilize tanks. So, but anyway, we're up. Let's get the APU started. Okay, APU's coming up. All right, just giving the flight attendants a few more minutes, and we're going to get those people coming down the jetway. Okay, and now it's stable. Now it's going to fall off to about 5.
79 go down.
Before attitude wants to go around, go for it. Trying to land here, you may do that a couple times. Okay, and the bleed is on. All right, we got temperature set, and I'm going to go ahead and start the boarding process, folks. Okay, and while we're doing that, waiting for the flight attendant to tell us they're all aboard. Go up to APU, and just making sure everything's ready to go. Looks like we have an airport now. All right, so let's finish up our programming here of the FMC, shall we? How about we go to the route page? I'm gonna look at the legs one more time. Okay, we're set up there. Route copy. All right, zero fuel weight, 130.2. Is that correct? Close enough. Reserve for this flight will be. All right, and for you all, let's do it this way. No, I'm going to be a little proactive here. Okay, there's Sim Toolkit. Now, as you can see, I've added SimBrief down here. I've added NavGraph, our charts, and D8. So let's go to SimBrief. Let's pull up our latest and greatest. Okay, so here is our flight. And let's go to Briefing Preview. Okay, our alternate today is SHSJ. And here is the routing to there from Asunción to SASJ. Sorry, I don't know it off the top of my head. So we'll just go follow that route. All right, here's our ATC flight plan. Here's our ATC route. Our ramp weights. Really? 28,000 dispatch? Man, let me down again. Oh well, we'll probably try to bump it up. We'll see. But anyway, en route fuel burn of 12,000 pounds. Okay, that's great. How do I figure up my reserve that I put in, or what some would call joker in the military terms? Give some actual. Now, see, I thought what dispatch did here, bad attitude. You threw a couple C notes under the table, and that's how you got your high. Get your altitudes lifted. Is that the wrong racket that we're in? Your reserve is 6. Well, let's see if you're right. You are wrong. How I figure this up, folks, I have to have 45 minutes of fuel at my destination, plus the fuel to get to my alternate. So in this case, my alternate's going to need 8,000 pounds of fuel. My reserve is 3.5, so that's 11.5 minimum reserve, plus make it 12, and we're right up with the actual 5% reserve. So that's what I'm going to put in there. In essence, that's my joker fuel. However, dispatch was very nice and gave us a cost index. I think it was 61, something like that. We'll find out here because you all still see Sim Toolkit. Do that, and there it is, 64. So, all right. All right, so 64 and cruise wind. The winds are 269 at 44, 269 diagonal 44, and transition sits at 8,000. All right, let's go to N1, folks. I'm not changing a thing here. Takeoff. CG. Let's go to the next page. I'm going to throw the runway winds here real quick of 050. Was it 4 knots? Oh, where are you? No, I'm wrong. 100. This isn't updated yet. Never mind. That is not the updated weather. 050 at 4. Runway slope. Uh, 0.6. 0.6. Oh, you dummy. Forgot forgot to put the heading of the runway in. I think it's 169er, but quick check. 169. And we're not doing a select, we're going with 21 full power. All right, and next page. 15. Okay, there we have it, folks. So our takeoff speed, V1 is 139,146. Fun day, folks. That takes care of the McDo/FMC. All we got left to do up here is program out clear our fuel used. Back just a little. 146. Initial climb. All right, just got to be above 7th. Yeah, we're just going to go straight up to 28,000. All right, and then we'll see if we can't go higher once there. All right, we're ready to go, folks. All right, minimums. That's the only other thing I have left. Coming down to 3,000 on the Barrow. Okay, and we're set 1020. That is set. Landing gear down, 3 green, and flaps are up. Speed brakes are down. And fuel levers, idle cutoff, parking brake set. And folks, we are ready to go. Yaw dampers on. All I need to do, I think I can start this up. Do I want to try it again? No. Just gonna run smart cars for Mac Air and we're gonna go from there. Alright, as soon as that loads up and I get this flight loaded, we'll be rolling, folks. So now would be a good time to get a quick drink, some popcorn, whatever, and we're gonna get ready to push back here momentarily. Because my checklist is actually saying, make sure you start ACARS. Hello, ACARS, where'd you go? There you are. Oh, I may need to indulge my moderator in the use with Hazel. I'm having a hard time with the alphabet. I kept going the wrong way. Hopefully not an engine on fire this go around. We had that with the Boeing already. 28,000. TG is not our route. There we go. All right, we are on the ACARS board, I think. There we are. Okay, so we are up and going. Put that there. Let's do it, folks, shall we? All right, final checks. Parking brakes are set. Passengers are aboard. Let's close up the aircraft. Before I do this, hang on. I am on the APU, right? I did this once before thinking that, folks, and guess what? You're right, it didn't work good. Oh, while we're got a couple seconds here, I love showing this off. Neat little eye candy, if you will, thing. Go to display. And folks, what I just triggered might look better from here. The lower ACAM there is now running cameras outside the door, so I can see who's here. Here's what's to the right. There's our open door to the jetway. So I think it's kind of neat that they incorporate it in here. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and put our stats up. Nothing low, okay. And we're ready to shut the main door.
Boarding is now complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabins. Verify arm door standby for all call.
Good morning, folks. From the flight deck, get your captain for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So we're planning on a smooth ride. Get you there as soon as we can.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. We are getting ready to protect from the gate here. However, we cannot do so while anybody's standing in the aisle. So we ask that you please take your seats at this time. Be sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened. Thank you.
Okay, it sounds like they're having some unruly peeps back there, so we'll give them a couple seconds. Beacons are going to come on.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you wanted to go, sir.
I wanted to go home. Is that possible? That's what I thought. All right.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Okay, last check. Parking brake is set. Put this on engine. There's our tow right there. Good luck getting through there. He'll just drive right through the pylons. What am I thinking? And chocks away. Even though they wouldn't be away, they are for the sim. And fuel pumps coming on. Alright, for pushback, we need to go with System B. Wrong one, wrong one. Okay, fuel pumps on, any collision lights on. We're steady, auto throttle
all doors
unarmed.
and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Cleared to connect. Get our pack off, and basically why, folks, we need it to get as much air to the engines as possible, so we're going to be above 35 here. We're ready to crank them.
Flow is now connected and the bypass pin is secured. Please release parking brake.
Okay, let's get the first officer's timepiece going. Break off. Push him back.
Starting pushback now, and you may start your engine.
Now, we got a yellow light here, folks. I have not turned the center pump on yet. I think we're stable. And we say dragon feet. Uh-oh, did I tell him to go? No, I did not. Okay, good. Oh, but I think I used the wrong yellow line. Yeah, we'll make that correction in taxi. Okay, we got pressure, fuel's on, fuel flow,
Operation
EGT.
complete. Please set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Please stand by.
I think I said this last time, folks. Got to remember the other line. Alright, so we're off the APU generators. That's why it's blue, and our engine gens are set up. Okay, so let's get him to clear. Okay, System A on. For this flight, we'll go to number 2 engine. Turn these on. We do not need anti-ice probe heats on. Isolation valve set.
Tow is disconnected. Bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on your left, sir. See you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, and APU can go off. Taxi flaps are going down. Auto brake. To reject. And runway turnoffs before. Let's get them on continuous. Our engine start switches. A lot of this I'm getting going because, folks, the end of the runway is just right down here. ATCT for transponder. Go over to Terra. And RNAV, LNAV will get on the taxi. All right, here we go, folks. Let's get over to the taxi line, shall we? Again, welcome in. Smash that follow button, folks, if you like what you've seen. Sorry it took a little bit of time to get moving out of here. But we're going to try to make up for it in flight. Okay, taxi lights on. All right, and real quick on the ECAM below us here. Okay, flight controls all check out good. Let's blank, hang on a second. Go to engine, then blank them. All right, we're ready to go, folks. All right, center pumps on. All right, and I see we've got an ad. We'll hold at the line. All right, folks, welcome back from the break. We are at the end of the runway. We are ready to go. Fuel pumps all on. All right, here we go. Sao Paulo traffic, goal or TAM 572 departing 17 right. I'm going to take that far mark. You guessed it, folks, we want maximum amount of runway here. Okay, we are ready. Auto throttle coming on. Oh, you gotta love it. Neither of them are coming on. Wow. Okay. Timer on. Release some brakes. Here we go. You set the throttles right there, folks. You can easily look down. See they're lined up with the circles below. We are stable. Punch it. %, thrust. Takeoff power set. Verified.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Yeah, there went one tree.
$400.
Really not sure why VNAV is not coming online. Alright, I have a suspicion. That's what I thought. Our cruise altitude got taken out. And there we go. There go the flaps up, folks, and we're on our way. Only took one tree out, folks. I think I know why it didn't take 28,000 when I put it in the first time. I think I put 280 and maybe below 30,000 it doesn't like that. I don't know. But that I do remember how I always do things. A little easier to take on the ears there, folks, especially those of you in headsets. Sorry about that. Alright, so we are climbing out. kind of zigzagging, it looks like. But anyway, I think that's what happens, so... Oh well. But anyway, we're on our way. I am going to try something here. Bear with me, folks. Still not liking this. Actually, I think I'll put it over here. Gonna mess all of you up, probably including this guy. There we go. Alright, that maybe will make things a little easier. But anyway, folks, we're on our way through 12,000 feet, and why aren't we up to 250? Hang on, let's take a look, find out why. See if we get the bump here. I am on VNav, I am not holding the speed. There we go. Always helps to turn the flight directors on. Always something simple, folks. Everything I miss. Alright, after takeoff checks, we're through 10,000. Lights can come off. Actually, we're never on. And we're good to go. Alright. So there you have it, folks. We're on our way as we build speed up here. Hope y'all enjoyed that departure. We only took one tree out. That's why you don't have trees at the end of the runway. Now, you could have buildings. That's always possible. But on precision runways, you're supposed to follow envelopes that X-plane is not following in many places. But that's okay. We can do the adjustment. Or just take it out. See, do we see it under the plane? It's already dropped off. Alright, so we're on our way, folks. Hope you all enjoy the flight. Smash that follow button if you like what you're seeing. This is a zigzaggy. Either my plane is just not flying this right, or man, it is zigzagging about. Okay, we're past transition. Engine starts back to auto. And the landing lights are on. Alright, are off. Alright, center pumps, when they're empty, will turn off. Do our autopilot and flight management checks as we go, but we're on our way, folks. And as my usual, I always forget to put that overlay up at the top. There you go, folks. Now you know what we have left to go. 1 hour, 24 minutes to Asunción, Paraguay. So I hope you enjoy the ride. Alright, looks like we're turning on course here. That attitude, I'm checking on something for you. I had such a hard time before. All right, I think I finally got my answer. Sorry for being so quiet there, folks. Just working through something here. I got to remember now. And bad attitude. Well, I know why you're seeing ads. We can chat in the Discord channel offline in text, but it sounded like you were a little surprised. So was I, because okay. But anyway, but yeah, you sounded a little surprised. So I do have an answer for that. So. Okay, anyway, we're rolling on, folks. We made the turns, and we're just about to leave the SID, headed to Asunción, Paraguay. Okay, just chatting with our moderator. Decided to play hooky today. I tell you, these people thinking jobs outside the stream are more important. I tell you. Anyway, oh, just kidding. Did I say all of that aloud? All right, folks, we're at 28,000, and that's all we can get speed out of this plane. First off, we're gonna get her up to about 290, or we're gonna be at this forever, folks. I wonder what that was all about. Huh. All right, well, we're going to adjust from that. I'm going to kind of look ahead, look at some of the weather information that's available. And, all right, turbulence, severe. Okay, that's always a good reason to stay low under it. Huh. 30 to 39,000, so that's why. Well, we're not going to fly at 220 knots. If we're going to go at this speed, we're going to get her up into the Mach range. So, Hawker 125. Yes, sir. He is indeed. That's what we made the aircraft change for you, sir, for. Enjoy your time, though, at your favorite place in the world. So, but yeah, we're just trying to figure out how we're going to operate at 28,000 feet to avoid this. And I ought to go up and see if it's really there. Severe turbulence at 30 to 39,000. But enjoy your time at your favorite place there, Hawker. We appreciate you chiming in, checking in. We lost our dispatcher. He must be knee-deep in his job. Which, I get it. I get it. All right, we'll check our emails later. Getting us up to at least into the Mach 0.7s while we're here at this level. But yeah, this is... All right, give me a show of hands, folks. Should I head on up to, say, 32,000 to see how we're doing? I say we do. Command decision. All right, folks, keep that seatbelt sign fastened, or seatbelts fastened, as we make the climb on up into the so-called turbulent area. That's still a little bit on the loud side. I think that might be a little better. All right. Well, we're giving it a try, folks. We're not getting the you-know-what rocked out of us yet as we go up into this severe turbulence. Trying to get some decent... Oh, we also got a pretty stiff headwind at us, too. I just happened to notice 278 at 60. Again, folks, just because it says on your FMC your optimum altitude doesn't take into account weather, as much of us would like to think it does. That's where you're going to have to read the charts and see what you're flying through. Can be a bit on the challenging side. Two more thousand to go. We just see what SimBrief put us at. Really? They really did put us at 28,000. Okay. Wow, look at that wind, folks. Woo. Yeah, it's kicking it. Yep, that's pretty much what we're showing. Okay, we are in cruise, and there it dropped again. Look at that, it dropped again, folks. Why is the airspeed not holding? I don't get this. All right, calling ZIBO 737 pilots. Why? Okay, let's go back through the initialization. Now I do remember not seeing these. Okay, we are in cruise. Okay, we're in cruise here. Little bit confuscated here, folks. Even this is calling for the proper speeds. Even this has us at 78.1. Huh. A little bit confused why it's doing what it's doing. All right, well, sorry about that, folks. We're kind of troubleshooting at the same time we're streaming, and I know, boring, I can hear out of many people, but you know what? Welcome to flying. Sometimes it's these little nuances. That's... Huh. Again, it drops down. Why? I mean, ultimately, the problem could be a coding error that I need to update this. I may need to go in and look for any updates at ZIBO, see if that overrides it. But that is just really, really bizarre. Fuel pumps are on. All right, we're not getting any of the recorded turbulence, so... All right, we're going to go ahead and give them our message. Oh, crud. Wrong one.
Once again from the flight deck, seatbelt signs off. You are free to move about. Please remember while singing to keep your seatbelts fastened. We'll update you once we start our descent. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us.
All right, folks, so we'll just continue on. We'll just do the best we can. That's all we can do, folks. So, little troubleshooting going on. Not really sure what's not firing right on this one. But, hey, welcome in. Thank you for flying with us. Hope you all have a great day. Just want to check something offline here. and I am gonna okay. All right, got that taken care of as well, offline and away from the stream. All right, so folks, we're going to continue on. We got about an hour to go to Asunción in South America. Hope y'all enjoy. Like I say, this will be up on YouTube here later tonight for you to view if you've missed it. So again, thank you for being a part of the live broadcast of Flying with Mike. It's always a pleasure to fly with y'all. We do have a new goal set. We're going to try to hit 20, folks. We actually were there one time and then all of a sudden fell off for reasons I'm not going to get into. I know a couple of them. Probably not the real root of the cause, but we're going to shoot for it again. I wanted to go to 15 but you know what? Let's try it. And folks, I also wanted to say thank you here on Twitch. I just, again, while looking through the stats here, not because of vanity, folks, but just always gee whiz, because I knew we were getting close to this number. Folks, we crossed 300 last week, and I totally missed it. I just happened, like I said, going through stats today, checking up something for another one of our followers as a question that seemed to percolate on the chat room here. So we crossed 300. So folks, that means, you guessed it, we're going to try to set up another group flight. So be watching my Discord channel. And if you're not a member over there, well, heck, let me just invite you right now. And you can participate in this. I want to fly where you want me to. And I might even go so bold in the type of aircraft. Now, I'm not going to say, I want you to fly in a Mooney 232 XRZ. Not sure what a Mooney 232 XRZ is, so, but I get it, general aviation. So in that kind of jet, and I'll put a couple of posts up here in the next couple of days. I'm trying to figure out how to do better polls over there that both there and maybe somehow get them into Twitch here so we can get an idea what you all would like to see me fly. Hawker, I already know yours, and if you're willing to, we'll go JFK to Singapore. But you got to fly with me. I don't see him up there real quick. And you got to do it in an A350. I'm just having fun with Hawker. Oh, and he's probably not even listening. So, no, but seriously, folks, looking at the, my general range of about, depending on planes, but it basically boils down to about a 2-hour flight. 2, no more than 3 on average. Not to say I won't stick my neck out there and do a, i.e., for example, Narita or Honolulu to Narita. That is always a possibility. But Where would you like to see me go? So maybe I'll start sticking a poll in here and having you all give me ideas. And then once we get a kind of an idea geographically maybe of where you want, we'll narrow it down to point A to point B. And aircraft type. And I'm not talking, you know, specifically like a 737-200, talking airliner, regional. No, we don't really do regionals here. Domestic, international type aircraft, heavy, like, you know, we'll delineate that as well. But yeah, I want to hear from you all. So be watching for that. And those of you already part of Discord, be watching for those polls. I really would like to hear where you'd like to fly, and most importantly, where you would like to fly with me and join in, be willing to join in a group flight. So, because I'd like to get a few people in the air. There's no way I'm going to compete with some of these streamers out there, folks. You guys are flying not even on VATSIM. So, but yeah, let me know. I mean, I'm willing to fly in Europe. I'll be honest, Manchester kind of got under my skin a little bit, but you know, hey, it's thick to a point. That was actually a little overkill there, but hey, if that's where we go, that's where we go. So, what say you, folks? Where would you like to see us? Since we crossed 300, hey, that's a heck of a milestone, folks. So, all right, well, I am thinking X-Plane may not report in at these levels, so let's bump it up, shall we? Let's try something here, see if this works. I'm going to go to 36,000. Let's get right into it, folks. Whoa, went too high, went too high. There we go. All right, we've got some high terrain all around us as we make the climb up. And then once we, by the way, with regards to the group flight, folks, once we get the destinations and the type of aircraft, we'll then begin working out the fun part, when. I'd like to hold this sometime, maybe, well, now coming up, just a little quiver. I don't, oh. Oh, I know why. I know why. Okay, that's a pressurization warning, folks. Now, I am curious. This is one thing about Boeing I'm not a big fan of. You're not seeing the cause. Now, you're seeing it here. But it's not really coming up here or with what to do. Okay, and that alert went off because we have now reached it. What it was, I had it still set for 29,000 and we went up to 36,000. Of course it didn't like it. Let's see if I do this. All right, so yeah, I just don't know what's going on with the MCP. That is just really mind-boggling. I may have to talk to some people I know that fly these planes and find out what the heck did I set wrong. All right, well, what a way to go. Hour into the flight, we're in 36,000 feet. We're in a SIGMET that says there should be severe turbulence, and, well, there is none. But we do have beautiful skies. Now you can begin to see the thunderstorm action I was telling you about. For all we know, we could be landing in some, so. Now let's see how much I do remember of this. If I go menu, D-Link, AOC, West. Oh, wrong. Hang on a second, folks. Clear. GAS. Okay, help me out here, guys. Should be under... There it is. So 030 at 12. Folks, that could mean a runway change. This is as of 17Z. About an hour old. Well, technically that is, well, never mind, that is the runway. Mine's still stuck on SBSP. Okay, we got 280 miles, folks. Alright, so I am going to quit messing with this thing, otherwise we're going to start falling out of the sky. And let you all listen in, as it's Friday, folks. Holiday weekend here in the U.S. Don't know how it is abroad, but I hope you all enjoy your weekend. And we're starting to get a little bit of that chop. All right, let's start getting into it, shall we? We're going runway 2. We're gonna... I'm not sure. Let's go dry. Currently 03012. The temperature 29, I think. 35. I was way off. 10:06. All right, we're going to come in flaps 30. And we're estimating the landing weight of 142.6. Go ahead and add 5. Okay, see, this is what I was looking for on the other page, so I'm trying to figure out what I missed. Okay, currently right now, folks, we're looking at about a little over halfway down the runway. It breaks 3. Landing ref 148, but we've added 5, so 152. Plenty of room. All right, so we'll come back to that, folks. Believe me. There you have it, folks. You get an idea where we are, and you can see the frame rates going on. And if you didn't know that, okay, may have to be off this. There's your current version release, sounds, and all of that good stuff right here, folks. Use the question mark. It goes away when you click on it. All right, so we're going to just kind of put it up here and kind of cruise along here for about 5 or 10 minutes. Then we'll start talking arrival. All right, just getting caught up in the background here, folks. Let's see. What are we looking at? Progress says 230 miles. You know what? That's probably close enough. Let's let me see what we got left on. Let's get through this song here and we'll get into the arrival brief, shall we? So about a minute and a half and we'll be there, folks. Hopefully we won't go into commercial break, folks. To miss the ads, it's September, folks. September. And Twitch is giving you a heck of a deal. 25% off Tier 1, Tier 2, 30% off Tier 3 subscriptions. Also, for those of you like me that like to gift subs, they're giving 25% off for those as well. So plus the Loot Cave, there's a discount and some other things going on. But Twitch is in the month of September, or as they like to call it, September, in a gracious mood to help you all if you're wanting to get subs. And I get it, folks. I get it. So if all you can do is follow, oh, thank you so much. I'll take those, folks. We just crossed a milestone of 300. And like I said, we're looking to set it up to a group flight that I want you all to help steer, not me. So kind of give me ideas. It's best to do it either DM or Twitch to me so I can write down things and not forget them. But hey, we may open some polls up here on Twitch and YouTube, because my YouTube viewers are just as much as important as you guys. Be watching for those. I'm learning some things I'd like to try out, especially with YouTube, but we might angle, if we can, to Twitch as well. So, group flight coming, no dates set. Be thinking, what would you like to see Flying with Mike do? Hawker, not JFK to Singapore, unless you're going to sit in a plane with me the whole time. Because that always comes up. But be thinking, folks, and when you put a suggested maybe arrival destination, put an aircraft in if you want, and I'll get the idea of the generality of the type. General aviation, airliner, heavy, cargo, you know, we'll go from there. And again, type of aircraft, folks, really isn't the big thing here. It's where you want to go. Where would you want to fly along with Mike? And then we'll go from there. But we're going to be really using Twitch a lot for this. And I'm looking forward to it, folks. I'd like you all to steer Flying with Mike. Where would you like to see us go? If you're in the Discord channel, there already is a spot for you there. Under flight suggestions, just kind of maybe group flight idea, you know, something like that would be great. So now what do we got? Overheat detected on the engines. I don't think so. Hang on, we just had a flash of messages here. Don't have any engine fire indications, do we? Okay, everything looks good down here on the fire panels. Okay, we'll keep an eyeball on that. Let's, if you're on headsets, folks, turn them down. I'm going to go outside the aircraft. right, looks good. Had an overheat, but it seemed to recover. How the vibes doing? Okay, they're good. Just been a weird thing after another on this flight. All right, enough on the group flight. Hopefully enough on the oh my god stuff that just tried to happen. Let's do a quick look at the arrival. We're going to use the desktop version of charts. Folks, this is a payware, but if you're going to fly in places like South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, I highly recommend this tool, folks. Most of us have the database for flight sim, depending whichever one you're in, minus like FSX. I can't even speak for Prepared. Haven't followed that in ages, but you can update that nav data in the sim now, folks, with NavGraph. And I think there's another one out there because I think the other sim uses a different one. But anyway, NavGraph also is now behind SimBrief, and they have this great charts program that you see up there. Great program. It allows you folks to program your arrival, departure, and actually see that information. Let's do a case in point here, shall we? Okay, you can see where we are over, and I've got it intentionally on the VFR charts. Now I can switch to the high, but I lose some information I'd like to know. Hey, we just had an overheat, okay? Let's just say that went one step further, and folks, it did once on our stream to holy mackerel, to an engine fire, which was actually pretty cool. 727, we just took off from Midway, oddly enough, and had to land in South Bend on our way to DC. But having it on this chart, the VFR, look what all I can see here. There's an airport right up here, one behind me. I can start seeing these now, of course. Before you all say, well, hey, flying with Mike, you can push this button right here, and look, they show up there too. Correct, they do. Do you know what this means right here? Well, I can kind of tell you right now. It's a 5,800 foot mountain just behind us. 4,700 foot minimum safe. 4,000 minimum safe this line on this chart. That's why I fly, folks, so I know what am I around. Yeah, I can find the airports real quick, push a button. Can't do that, by the way, on a 727. Think about it. But anyway, I highly recommend this. Now, what I was oohing and ahhing at, folks, look at the weather up ahead of us. This is probably the most defined I've ever seen it on X-Plane. That looks outstanding. We got to look out the window. Holy mackerel. That looks pretty close to what I've been really wanting to see. Now, if we could just turn it from the greens to the yellows and reds that most airliners use, and there's reasons for it. We won't go into it now. But that is awesome. All right. We're going to go back to here to get the distractions out of the plane gone. We only have 100 miles, so folks, this is going to be down and dirty. Those of you in instrument training, look away, because I'm going to really mess your mind up if you follow what I say. All right. We are coming in on the DEVOS arrival. Now you're going, well, was it the 1 or the 2 or this? Folks, it's only DEVOS. It took me a little bit too, don't worry. We're coming off fixed DEVOS, which actually has a hold on it to help us get down so that we can make sure we get below 14,000 feet by 083 AT and Rolik. Then we're going to continue in to Muzzle above 3,000. And then we're going to join the RNAV arrival runway 2. So from DEVOS, it's 263, fly 48 miles, cross over at or below 14,000, maintain 263, 5 miles from Rolik, then intercept 277 track, fly 40 miles to Muzzle. That's really, try reading that a couple times and not trying to figure it out. But anyway, you're going to execute the RNAV-Z runway 2 approach. Okay, ATIS, we're not going to be able to pull in because I don't know what I don't have set up properly for. 290 HEPA, inches of mercury on request. Transition level, I hate that, by ATC. We'll get it on the RNAV page normally. Just, why not put it there? Again, certified pilots. Oh wait, not those certified for the asylums. GNSS, RNAV and RNIP. Squawk code if you lose comms 7600, execute the arrival, and after runway executing RNAV Zulu for runway 2, proceed to the tower and turn in your pilot credentials. No. All right, so that's our arrival. Let's get to that RNAV, shall we? Because that's it, folks. Just heard a ding. Hang on. Okay, so there's our frequencies. RNAV approach. Final approach is 027. Asuni, right here. We need to be at 1930 MSL. 1,640 feet above the ground. Our decision altitudes in heights above the ground is 490. MSL, so 490, and your AGL is usually right in here, folks. Okay, radar altimeter. MSL is right here. You set it with your altimeter. So 780 there. Now the reason it's 490, folks, above the ground, because you're already 290 feet above sea level, plus 490 puts you, got it, 780 feet. So same dot in the sky, folks. Just what measurement are you going off of? Are you going off of sea level, or are you going off from above the ground? But you'll be at that same dot. So as I'm coming down at 780 MSL, my radar altimeter will read 490. Okay, there's our missed approach. Back to Mulzo. And here's what's required for the approach. Now look at that. There's your transition numbers, folks. 3,000. We'll make sure it's in the box. Okay. Again, we're going to come muzzle 7 miles to Verdu. Then we're going to turn for Asuni and fly in Asuni. Here's our estimated altitudes as you work your way in. So we'll be at or above 1930 from Verdu to Asuni, whatever you want to call it. 1930 there, and we're going to be descending on the 3-degree glide slope. For us, we're going to be right up here at the top end. Figure it at about 800 feet a minute for our descent. Okay. And again, we go through our minimums. So we need the METAR to read above 490 feet, broken or overcast. Say that again. Above 490 feet, broken or overcast layer in the sky. If it's scattered, few, clear, unless the visibility's stinky, good to go. If the visibility is stinky, which is stinky at 500 feet, that's really weird, folks. That's a quarter mile. No. What the? And visually, 2,300 meters. Are they trying to say 500 feet? That's weird. Help me out there, folks from South America. Hey, Matt, 1997, welcome in. It's going great. I'm confused on this one here. If you got any insight on it, would love to know. How is, well, we've been in 12.06 for quite a while, Matt, but we are now in release. So, folks, when you log in to X-Plane, you're going to get this release. And it's phenomenal. But, hey, I know you're instrument training. Any of this make sense? Is this 500 feet above the ground? Or is this supposed? This is ceiling and ceiling and visibility. Well then, okay, they really got me confused. Oh well, I don't fly in South America often. Whew. But yeah, welcome to it, folks. This is the kind of stuff you see when you fly abroad. Not abroad. Abroad. I heard you guys going there. All right, and here we go. Yeah, the visibility one, I got that. That's what I can see, 2,300. The 500, it's got to be the ceiling. I can't imagine they'd let me come in at 500 feet visibility. That's not even a half mile. All right, so anyway, we're coming in runway 2, so we're going to probably get off down here at Delta, taxi back, and as you can see, we get 6 gates to choose from. I'm going to shoot for gate 3. We'll see where I actually end up. All right, folks, there you go. It is time. Oh, we still got 130 miles. Okay, cool. So we got a little bit now. We're going to take this information. We see how we look here. And we're going to try to get it visible for you all. Okay. So let's go back to our charts. Let's make sure the altitudes are right. Okay, DEVOS. Okay, so we got to be below 1,400 feet. 14,000 feet by Rolluck. Looks like that's going to happen. Okay. Wait a minute. Back to truck up here. 14,000 E. Okay, and then we're gonna go see what I'm saying, folks. You gotta really look at these. 060 is 6,000 by 978T, which is good. And it's only 5 miles, but that is not good, folks. Not good at all. So let's do this. You need Mosul at 3,000. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Mosul 210 speed at 3,000. Okay, it's 3,000 or above, folks, so I am perfectly legal in this, and that just set it into play. So, wait a minute, that is Also, none of these are lining up right. What the heck is going on with this one? Alright, well, hopefully I'm under control of the plane at that point. 10,000 feet at the runway? Really? Oh boy. Okay, it is just not working right today, folks. So we're going to kind of wing it, if you will. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of charts. And let's get over here, do a quick update, and then we're going to be ready for descent. Okay, let's get rid of this. Back. Approach. SGAS. 1800 is 030 at 12. Temperature 36. And is our 1005. Try. I think we're still good. Runway to stay dry. 30 auto. AI will keep off, auto brakes none. And just that little bit of change, nothing on the runway. So Delta is my game plan for exit. Alright, so there you have it, folks, our arrival brief. Let me scoot over to here. Look, folks, this is probably some of the best radar returns we've had. I don't know if that's X-Plane or ZIBO behind this, but outstanding, great job, folks. Love seeing this kind of stuff. So, all right, and checking in there, looks good. Fuel looks good on the burn, and now I'm a little nervous. Where are we? I may want to start down a little earlier than planned because the way this thing is so screwed up, I am a little nervous. Coming down 36. Okay, so 33 times 300 miles. Let's, you know, one thing I used to think they told us the mileage 48, 40's 88, 98. So DEVOS, I'm going to start our descent. I'm just not trusting it. Now we're getting into some chop. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the seatbelt sign. All right, I missed that, Matt. Hang on a second. Let me pull that up. Okay. All right, yeah, I can buy that. Yeah, I just like 500 feet visibility. My good Lord, that's like, is that 1/8 of a mile? That's pretty close to 1/8 of a mile. That's category 2. So 500-foot ceiling. Wow. I mean, we're 200 foot, folks, and half mile for most, so. Wow, it just, when you see it written out differently than you're used to, it really confuses you. But again, welcome in. Hope your flight training's going well, and we'll see if we can't pull this off here. Because, boy, this airplane has been acting weird from the beginning. I don't know if it's... I don't think we've had this kind of trouble with it. So I'm wondering, what the heck did I not program right in it? And for those new in here, if you haven't noticed, we crossed 300 followers here this week, and I want to celebrate that. And what we're going to do is a group flight. However, it is going to be steered by you guys. The best place to do it would be Discord in the flight suggestion area. I may even set up something. I have no idea how to program in Discord, but I'll try my best to set up a poll or something for you all to put good suggestions in. What I really want are where you'd like to see us fly to and the type of aircraft. You could be as specific as an aircraft. I may not be able to fly that because I don't have it, but we'll see. But I want to really do this group flight here. Probably towards the end of the month, 1st of October. Now that does bring in across the pond, folks. But Hawker, like I said before, because I don't know if when you pop in, when you don't, I'll do the JFK to Singapore, but you got to fly there the whole flight next to me, either in whatever airplane. I don't think you can do that. So, and no, it won't be the Concorde, because even it can't fly that without a stop or two. So, folks, it could be bush flying, it could be transcontinental. Let me know. And then we'll put it to a vote of you all, the viewers, and then we'll set the date and head on up. Across the Pond is coming up, though. And I will give you, I believe it's like the last weekend of October. All right, let me find it here. Across the pond. October 28th. So, all right, so there you go, folks. Something to chew on. Boy, we are really getting rocked. It's time to come down. Let's set 11,000. Gives us a couple seconds. All right. Now, as you see here, folks, I've set the altitude. You can do this a couple of ways. You can come in here, click Descend Now, or Altitude Intervention, or just set it in your cruise. And I know already, see, it's got top of descent right before there. No, we got to be below 14,000. So, all right, so we are starting down gently. We're going to steepen up. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the speed brakes. I don't know if this is my computer or Flight Sim, but look at that, how it's like pulling it up. Again, very screwy flight all day long. It could be any number of things. All right, so we're slower. And when we get up to about 290 here, folks, I'll set us, this should increase as we come down. Look at this just showing up over. This is out. That right there, folks, is the highlight of my flight. Seeing a radar scope lit up like that. That is awesome. Now, let's see. Does it look like that out there? Bear with me. I need to see it. So we should. Oh yeah, right about there it looks like. Outstanding. That is awesome, folks. All right, we're getting close. When we get to 290, 300, I'm going to switch into IAS. How do you do that? Well, we're going to show you. I just, for the fun of it, tried it today and it worked. Gotta love it when a plan comes together like that, right? Boy, that just is awesome. I hate to do it, but we gotta come down on resolutions a little bit. Again, our field elevation is 290 feet. Gonna go ahead. To go from Mach to IAS, click CO. going to set it at 300. Boy, that just, oh, looks awesome, the clouds. Got some more storms. You can see them out here, folks. Really, really well done, Laminar. Hey, folks, it's part of your roughly $60 you spend, and you're getting this quality. That, folks, is unreal. Now, if you really want to break the bank and go with the other group, go for it. I'm not into the breaking of the bank. And I am just, this is unreal what simulations have come from. Now, I'm not trying to say FSX was great in any way. It was good once you got a system that could run it well. But what a leap forward this is. So, great job, Laminar. Great job. Talk to me after the stream for a job. Oh, anyway. Would love to work for you. Oh, wait a minute. Why is he in my back seat again? The little joke there, folks. Every time I fly the Citation 10, Austin, the creator of X-Plane, always is in the back seat when I'm flying it. Critiquing me of all things. Wouldn't surprise me if I went like that and there's Austin sitting there going, yep, you screwed that up. Yep, you did. Oh, just some fun there, Austin. Great job with X-Plane 12. All right, so we're about to 20,000 feet, but folks, we're not going to be... Ooh, that's one thing I wanted to check. Hang on. Cast. 4,000, we'll take it. And what's going to happen at 4,000, you're going to see this start to flash. We can actually preset it, folks. And so it'll be ready to go when we get to that level. We said 10:06, so I'm going to go ahead and preset. See how that presets? So when I get this flashing, all I got to do is hit standard and bam. That's one thing. And guys that fly the Airbus, I'd love you to tell me if it's possible to get it to do just what I did, preset, so that when I hit the standard button, it goes to it. That's something, folks, when you're in Europe, you're obviously here in South America, those low numbers, you don't have a lot of time to, oh my God, what's that? What that, you know, you're already going, what that, yeah, oh my goodness. So, all right, let's get some speed brakes. So yeah, I would love to know in Airbus if there is a way to do that. Sometimes it seems like it does go to it automatically, which could be. Plane surprises the heck out of me a lot of times, folks. All right, we're coming up to 97 ASAT and Rolik. Okay, we got just a little high. So what I'm going to do is not that one. That one. Slow us up. Okay, the good thing is looks like no weather right here, folks. Just trying to get the beastie slowed under 250 before we actually down to 3,000 now. Right? Yeah. Okay, so we are now set up, folks. Let's get those landing lights on.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down even. Zero 27. Trying to find out if we have a VOR. Second, folks. 15.9. That's what I want. Okay, so what you're seeing here, folks, here's our projected route. This is terrain, folks. This one has the radar. Okay, so we're going to come up here to, what's it called? Well, 97 AT, then Mosul, then into Verdu, and then turn in and be at OS Uni at 1930 feet. Then we'll start in on our descent for the runway. What you're seeing here is the line for VOR that's on the airport, so that way we can work with it too. Got to be below 6,000 here. I think we will be. Okay, I am going to go ahead and get us down to 220 right now. I'm completely in control of this descent because I just can't trust VNav right now. So let's take a look out the plane. That's Cirrus, folks. Looks great. Okay. Okay, we're getting close to that transition number. And then we'll be landing this beastie. Again, hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, smash that follow button. Folks, we'd love to have you come aboard. Each and every one of our flights, our live flights, we try to do a couple a week. 3 to 4, depending on my work schedule. But we'd love for you to come aboard, and that's how you would know, by following. If you click the notification, then you get an email letting you know we're going live. If you also want to go the next step, folks, it's September. Twitch has some great deals for subscribing to the channel. 25% off for tier 1 and 2. 30% off if you go tier 3. Plus, you get the same deals for gifting, 25% off. So, folks, something to think about. In the month of September, you get ad-free viewing that way. And you just saw me click the standard button as we turn for the impending arrival. Go slowing up.
Fasten to go. $2,500. Fasten to go.
I'm not getting the RNIM missions. Alright, we're looking for the runways. Oh, I got the runway. Yeah, I got no RNIM indications. Alright, we'll have to go to see if I'm missing a setting.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Hey, Ascension traffic here in Paraguay. TAM 572, we're approximately 3 mile final. Runway 2. And Paraguay traffic, SGAS Airport, we are 3 mile final, TAM 572.
Approaching minimums. 200 minimum. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Welcome to Paraguay, everyone. Like I said, I already knew we were going to Delta, so... Did I only get down to 15 degrees of flaps? I thought I had 30 showing. Hopefully we can do the well, no, I won't be able to tell in the replay. Alright folks, we're just gonna taxi in here. Looking at my chart. Come in here at Lima and probably head over to 3. But again folks, welcome into Paraguay. Alright, we got everyone back here, so we're going to head for gate 3 as my goal. Alright, we are on the ramp now, so we'll take the first turn here. Well, that's good at least. It's given me a little help in finding it. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and kill the lights. Starting to wonder if this gate's gonna work or not. Alright, brakes are set. Alright, the switch over to the APU gen. It is gonna work. Alright. And while we're here, and off the peeps go. Alright folks, we're on the ground here. Let's go back and hang on a second. I'm clearing up a couple things while I can here. And first things first, Mac Air put us in here. 102 feet a minute. It felt like a grease job. So that's finish, file, sent away. And quick reset on the web page. Perfect. All right, and we got rid of that. We'll get rid of the checklist. We don't, well, we'll keep that for now. And let's get over here. Ooh, this is SEUEO. Hopefully I wasn't in someone's center. Ah, down below. Oh. Montevideo? Video? On the other side of Buenos Aires. Not far from us, but still not us. Alright, and we'll get rid of Sky Vector. This and that. Alright. Okay, let's pull it up, shall we? Here comes Sim Toolkit. Alright, finish the flight. Look at that, folks. 164 feet a minute. Not bad at all. Just that alone makes me happy. All right. So here's the flight. Ziggy-zaggy out of here, but we made it and on our way. Maintenance is going to have to look into what's going on with the flight management system. I'm not really sure what caused all those troubles, but hey, we made it. That's all that matters. All right. So, folks, here's our runway information. Okay. Let me back out just a little here so we get some context. All right, so we touched down 1,650-ish feet down the runway. However, we were left 24 feet. Now, that I don't like. That's a little too much for my taste. Hey, folks, you're on the runway. Half of you going, that's a blessing in itself. But anyway, heading was 30, should have been 26. Shows you the difference. Our pitch was 3.7 degrees, 153 knots. That's actually pretty close. And 164 feet for a G. So they really didn't feel it much behind us, folks. Oh, one more thing to show you. All right. This big bars right here are called the aiming bars. On this runway, they're about 1,500 feet down, and you're all going, well, how does he know that? Each of these are 500 feet apart. But this is where you aim visually for the runway, folks. Usually your PAPIs and your instrument landing system gear right here, or at worst right here. I don't really see them in this picture, so also not the greatest. And of course we're parked right about there. So otherwise, outstanding flight, folks. Really enjoyed this one. All right, so with all of that said, let's see if we can go back, take a look at it, and see what can be learned from it. Nobody guessed 164 feet a minute. All right. So we'll come over here. First things first, close up some doors, just because it looks kind of silly when you're in the air with them open. Chocks away. All right. Worst case scenario, it won't work. Okay, that was on me. I forgot to turn off VATSIM. Okay. All right, let me get some appropriate music and then we'll kind of accelerate our way in here. Okay, I really don't have many comments there, folks. Really a nice landing. Screenshots. All right, let's take a look out this window and see how things were. Man, the clouds, the whole feel of 06 looks good here with X-Plane. Nice landing. Flight attendant, you may need to walk through the cabin to make sure everyone's awake and off the plane. Folks, one more time, and then we're going to call it for the night. Hope you really enjoyed this flight. We're going to look from the tower, hopefully. We are not. All right, so let's look at the landing one more time. Folks, it has been a pleasure flying from Sao Paulo down here to Asunción. Folks, our next flight will be scheduled next week. Stay tuned to the Discord channel and the About down here below the Discord, so that way you can find out what we're planning. But for now, folks, hey, it's been a blast. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, that's why. Ha! I was already in that mode. All right, anyway, we're back at the gate, and this loose nut behind the wheel needs a break. So I hope you all have a great day. Thank you all for being a part of Flying with Mike. It is always a pleasure. Like I said, we'll be back at it next week. Hope you all have a great, safe holiday weekend here in the United States. And if you all honor the holiday or a holiday this Monday, be safe. So until we meet again, folks, check that Discord channel, check down at the About for our flight schedule. But God bless you all. Thank you all for being a part, putting us over 300 followers and 10 subscribers. Outstanding for the Stream Go team. All right, folks, we'll see you next time. God bless. Have a great weekend.